gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
The investigation continues tonight after an 18-year-old was shot and killed on a Delaware college campus over the weekend. Police said the young woman was an innocent bystander. CBS News Philadelphia's Nikki Dementri reports from Dover.
So what have I told you guys about these super gremlins and their lack of, humanity, value for life, and their brazenness? It's astounding that we have stories upon stories upon stories that are never ending about this same type of stuff. And it really just feels like the message isn't getting out there. It really does. And we know that as a community, the Black community specifically, the culture is broken. Okay? And it may not be 100% all the way through, but it's pretty thick, okay, when it comes to the issues that we have to tackle and resolve as a whole. And when you have a young woman who is a college student just going into college and she is shot and killed, a young Black woman, when we have the Protect Black Women movement going on, we have all of these different movements that are supposed to show how much pride and how much love we have for one another. It just seems like those movements are essentially word salad and maybe just movements to get funding and financial support from the Black community, but nothing more.
Delaware State University is quiet Monday afternoon.
The campus is just completely a ghost town.
A few students were spotted walking around after classes were canceled for the day. The decision came after chaos unfolded on campus early Sunday morning.
It really could have been any one of us on campus.
City of Dover police say Camay DeSilva was the 18-year-old shot and killed near Warren Franklin Residential Hall just before 2 a.m. Sunday. Investigators add she was not a student at DSU, but instead was visiting a friend.
You never want to get the phone call as a public safety professional that a tragedy like this occurred, especially at an educational institution.
Police have yet to provide a description of the shooter, but emphasize they're working tirelessly and in conjunction with university police in this investigation.
So, no description, like we all understand. The community is completely silent on this one. In Delaware State, if I'm not mistaken, is Delaware State University, that is a HBCU, a historically Black college or university. So this brings up another discussion that I've spoken on before about the safety of these HBCUs and what we're doing to keep these students safe, whether they be attendees of the university or just guests in general. I mean, we just had the Black Lives Matter movement. We had the defund the police movement following that, or concurrent with the Black Lives Matter movement. And we had the Black Girl Magic movement at the same time, the Protect Black Women movement. And it seems like all these movements are kind of colliding and crashing into one another. And it's just resulting in a huge blow to the community and citizens of the Black community.
They add patrols have been stepped up on and around campus. As for the young woman gunned down,
we have determined that she has no involvement in any altercation, if there was any. She was just an innocent bystander.
Students tell us it's spring fling week, and many people were outside when the shooting happened.
And they just canceled everything that we had going on for the week.
DSU did not make anyone available for an interview on Monday. A spokesperson did say over email the university will host a forum for students Tuesday and are offering ongoing counseling services.
And I hope that they're sitting and they're really discussing about how to move forward, because this was an absolutely unnecessary tragedy.
The City of Dover Police Department is asking for anyone with any information to come forward. For now, in Dover, Nikki Demetri, CBS News, Philadelphia.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
Yeah, quiet, somber day here at Delaware State University, a place that has so much good stuff going on, interesting research projects, and even Saturday night, I'm told there were some really good family-friendly, fun events on campus, but around 1:30.
Family-friendly, fun events? I mean, to me, it sounds like a large gathering in the community, and you guys understand, I've already called for a hiatus, a stay, a suspension on large gatherings in the community until we really tackle this issue. And you know, I think it can be done. I really do, because I've seen it done before where we've had substantially less murders annually, and I think it can be done again. But I just think that we have common sense laws that are being thrown to the wayside in this new progressive criminal justice reform that is being implemented into our societies, are rendering the murderous, deadly, bloody results that we are seeing on a day-to-day basis. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Sunday morning, that's when everything changed. No classes today at Delaware State University, but plenty of counseling options for anyone affected by the shooting early Sunday morning.
Because I know some RAs and some students witnessed it, so they offer counseling services and, you know, meetings for us to discuss.
Dover police are now working with Del State Campus Police. Dover's chief says 18-year-old Camay DeSilva, a recent graduate of Concord High School in North Wilmington, was just visiting a friend here at Del State's Warren Franklin Residence Hall and had nothing to do with the situation that ended with her being shot and killed.
And she is literally collateral damage to something that was going on around her that she had nothing to do with.
Yeah, so it looks like she got caught in between the cross section of the op culture, the crash out culture. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. This is what I speak on continuously, and I'm not letting up, because the powers that be really just want this message to be suppressed. And you guys understand what I've been going through as it pertains to censorship on this current platform and others, to name a few, X. But right, I mean, it's really a shame that we have to talk about another dead black girl, and you don't even see sisters in the community coming out in droves and condemning the violence, because, you know, we have a lot of people, not all, but a lot of people who are complicit, enablers, and they won't come down on this type of stuff. They will say a guy like me is a sellout for even speaking on it, and asking for change, begging for change is you know, coon activities. Even though if you look at this campus here, the aerial view by this basketball court, it says what? It says Black Lives Matter in you know, a black strip in red print. So when are we going to actually make it mean something?
The most I'm willing to say right now is there was a dispute that she was not involved in, and We're still working out the details of exactly what that was.
Police are now reviewing surveillance video, and they say their investigation of Dover's third homicide of 2024 is moving quickly. They say they want to get the suspect or suspects off the street. They certainly want to get justice for the victim and her family, and they also want to reiterate the same message that Del State President Tony Allen said in a letter to the school community. This type of violence just can't be allowed to happen.
Handguns and gun violence is not a solution. These are the things that happen when you bring a gun into a scenario. It has to stop. It needs to stop.
Yeah, back live. One of my colleagues tried to talk with the victim's mother today, but she wasn't really ready to talk just yet. Police wouldn't give me too many specifics, but they say they hope to have suspects named and arrests made relatively quickly. They are counting on some help from the public, though. If you have any information about this case, if you saw anything, if you know anything about what went on here on campus, early Sunday morning, you're asked to call Dover Police or Delaware State Campus Police. We're live in Dover. Tim Furlong, NBC 10 News.
With the deadly shooting on Delaware State University's campus, the search now on for the suspect who gunned down an 18-year-old woman yesterday.
Yeah, classes were canceled on campus in Dover today in light of that tragedy. Action News reporter Annie McCormick joining us live in Wilmington now with what we're learning about what played out there and the victim. Annie.
Yeah, and Brian, the victim is from Wilmington. Her family did not want to talk to us today, but what we have learned is that she's not a student at the school. She was visiting friends there, additionally with another woman who is also not a student. At this hour, police say there are no arrests.
She was 100% not related to the incident that she came upon with her friends.
Dover City Police believe
completely innocent bystander. And a lot of people are denying that this is even happening. That is the saddest part. That's the worst part, because they don't want to admit that, you know, we're really struggling with this issue. We're not struggling with everything, but we're struggling with this issue.
18-year-old Camay DeSilva was an innocent victim after she was struck by gunfire Sunday morning just after 1:30 a.m. She died at an area hospital.
She just didn't run in the right direction, trying to escape the hostility that she had nothing to do with.
The shooting happened here on Delaware State University's campus outside of the north end of the underpass by Warren Franklin Residential Hall. The school's president, Dr. Tony Allen, canceled all events on campus Sunday and classes today. He released a statement saying, in part, violence of any kind, particularly gun violence, happens too often on college campuses, large and small, throughout the country. It does not make it acceptable, and it will never be rationalized away, minimized, or normalized here.
My daughter, she's 18, obviously a female, and she lives in Warren Franklin, so I got up and then I called her.
This parent says she was terrified when she received the alert from campus. Her daughter is a freshman and asked to come home.
I was anxious. I was concerned. It was probably the longest, 15, 20 minutes in my lifespan.
Students tell Action News events like a large sorority event had to be canceled.
A lot of the sororities were coming out.
And at this hour, again, no suspects. Police say that they do have several leads. Additionally, the FBI is assisting the Dover City Police Department. They often do that in cases of homicides with smaller departments so that they can assist them with resources. For now, reporting live in Wilmington, Annie McCormick, Channel 6, Action News.
Annie, thank you.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.